What's up, guys? Today we're ripping off the curtain and exposing all the juicy secrets Taylor Swift has been hiding from her fans and the world. This isn't your typical Taylor content. We're going to shocking places she's never gone before. Taylor may be the biggest pop star on the planet, but her life is way crazier than you ever could have imagined. From natural disasters to illicit affairs and feuds, Taylor has enough skeletons in her closet to fill an entire orchestra pit. So get ready, because these secrets are wilder than your wildest dreams. Let's get started. Taylor sparked a legitimate earthquake. Before we get into Taylor's juicier secrets, we have to start with what's arguably her most unbelievable feat, literally causing an earthquake just by taking the stage. That's right, during her concert stop in Seattle on the Eras tour, Tay-Tay brought the house down. And then some. The combination of her earth-shaking performers, wild light setup, and thousands of pumped-up fans jumping created something seismologists never anticipated: a 2.3 magnitude earthquake. Can you imagine being in the audience and having the entire arena start shaking and rumbling underneath you? The energy and pure force of Taylor's presence caused visible tremors throughout the city. While Seattle is located in an earthquake-prone area, scientists were still stunned to see their data showing Taylor's show as the origin point for a legitimate roof-rattling quake. But of course, our girl didn't even flinch. When asked about it later, she said something along the lines of, "Seattle's my favorite city, and I simply rocked too hard." Taylor isn't one to sweat a little rumble during the biggest tour of her career. Taylor betrayed and humiliated celeb X on national TV. Let's move on to one of Taylor's most controversial decisions: going nuclear on her ex-boyfriend Joe Jonas during a venomous talk show appearance. Watching this clip back is so cringeworthy, but also can't miss entertainment. Here, we have a fresh-faced teenage Taylor just absolutely incinerating Joe's reputation to a national TV audience after their messy breakup. When Ellen asked if her new songs were about an ex, Taylor didn't hold back at all. She revealed one track was about a boy, and wait for it, that boy was Joe Jonas from the Jonas Brothers. You can hear the crowd's stunned reaction as they realize Taylor just went scorched earth on her ex. Joe claimed he only called to end things because Taylor wasn't handling it well, but she clearly felt so betrayed that she had to air it all out. While they're friends now, you know this has to still sting Joe a little bit. Taylor took zero prisoners here and taught him to never break a pop star's heart or else. Taylor gave away $50 million cash to tour crew. Let's move on to showcasing Taylor's boundless generosity and appreciation for her team, because this next one is absolutely unheard of. During her Eras tour, Taylor Swift awarded $50 million in bonuses and cash payments to every single person working on her production. From the lighting directors all the way down to the people driving the equipment trucks, Taylor hooked them all up in the biggest way. This tour crew is enormous, with hundreds of staff working tirelessly to bring Taylor's insane show to life every single night. So when the tour's financial earnings came in at stratospheric levels, Taylor decided to take $50 million of her shares and split it between every crew member as bonus checks. The truck drivers alone each took home $100,000 bonuses just for transporting the stage between cities. Can you imagine your boss just casually giving you a six-figure bonus out of sheer gratefulness? That's exactly what Taylor did. When some of her money folks' advisors told her not to, she didn't care. She wanted to make sure every person who has her back out there takes home a life-changing payday. To pull from one of her songs, Taylor really is the man, with stunningly meaningful grand gestures like this. She knows she's nothing without her crew's brilliance. Taylor's upbringing will blow your mind. We all know Taylor's origin story starts in the rolling green hills of Pennsylvania, but her actual upbringing was way more outrageous than you ever could imagine. That's right, Taylor Swift spent her childhood not in some idyllic small town, but on a straight-up Christmas tree farm. 11 acres of evergreens and holiday cheer for as far as the eye could see. No wonder Taylor is so obsessed with Christmas to this day. She grew up surrounded by trees, far away from the glitz of Nashville or Hollywood. Her dad worked the farm while also putting in hours at his finance job. So Taylor developed her unorthodox Yuletide obsession from a very young age, starting her Christmas decorating in September to this day. When you're essentially raised as a human elf, I guess that habit sticks, but it gets even weirder. In her lavish New York City penthouse apartment, Taylor had an entire room just for a gigantic aquarium centerpiece, and filling that thing? Vintag G baseballs, T5,000 gallons of water hosting a proud collection of old, used baseballs. I have no clue what kind of freaky pastoral core memory inspired that, but it's so on brand for Taylor's rich eccentricities. From tree farms to baseball aquariums, Taylor's upbringing really was wilder than anyone could imagine, and it clearly bred one weird chick: Taylor's brutal rejection and struggle to make it. For as huge as Taylor is today, her origin story is full of absolutely gut-wrenching rejection and struggle. We're talking tear-jerking American Idol-style gold jacket turndowns, show throwback videos of young Taylor. Believe it or not, when Taylor was just 11 years old, this girl was already driving over 800 miles from her home in Pennsylvania to Nashville, basically begging any record label to give her a shot. She recorded all these adorable home covers and performances, mailing them off to every single label in the industry, and got rejected by every single one. That's not an exaggeration or joke either. Taylor was literally shut down hundreds of times as a preteen just trying to chase her dreams. Luckily, her relentless hustle kept her going despite all those ego-crushing blows, because in 2005, a random opportunity at a Nashville cafe showcase changed everything. When Taylor got on that small stage and sang her heart out, a guy in the audience named Scott Borchetta was so blown away that he signed her on the spot to his brand new record label, Big Machine. Taylor was his first ever artist. This teenage girl's grit, passion, and undeniable talent scored her a life-changing break at the very last possible second. If she had given up hope after label rejection 200, the entire world may have missed out on Taylor's musical greatness. Thankfully, she persisted despite every gut punch of rejection, because her early days struggling in Nashville forged the unstoppable determination that made her a smash. Taylor's short-lived dream of Wall Street stardom. Most fans assume young Taylor Swift dreamt of being a singer from day one, but her first career aspiration was way more unorthodox and pragmatic, and might just blow your mind. Show throwback photos, videos of young Taylor. On her very first day of first grade, little 6-year-old Taylor's teacher asked all the kids what they wanted to be when they grew up. While most kids listed off fantasy careers like movie star, astronaut, or pro athlete, Taylor went in a completely different direction. She told her teacher that her dream job was to become a financial advisor. Just like her dad, who worked at the major investment firm Merrill Lynch, crunching numbers in the high-stakes world of Wall Street. From an extremely young age, Taylor admired her father's passion for finance and being a stockbroker. She had no clue what those jobs actually entailed, but she knew her dad loved going to work every day. So before her, Taylor's first career aspiration was to follow in those footsteps and become a financial whiz kid herself. This girl, who would grow up to be one of the biggest pop stars on the planet, at first just wanna